Welcome to The Daily Dish with Leanne Ely. This is a show about you, your life, and the vibrancy you want. Join us for daily motivation, wise women's tips, and more as we collectively gather together and move the needle in our lives, heart, mind, body, and soul. Now, here is your host, Leanne Ely, and The Daily Dish.
Well, hello everyone, and yes, it is recorded today. So thanks so much for that, because I've got a little time with my daughter, and you know how that is. You don't want to waste a minute of it. So we're going to go have lunch together today, and all of that. So I'm really excited about it. Let's remember too that today, Friday, I can't believe we're doing Q&A, but Crave Crushers, we're getting on the last day. This is our supplement of the week. Find out all about it at savingdinner.com/show. This is where we put our shows, our supplements of the week. And let me just tell you, this is a deal. Buy 3, get 1 free. You know, that's a big, big, big deal. This is something I would not be without. Read all about it at savingdinner.com/show. Our quote of the week: care about people's approval and you will be their prisoner. All I can say to that is amen. I have my stories. I'm sure you have yours, right? This little hair is kind of making me a little crazy. Okay, what else do I need to tell you about? Lincoln's birthday is on Saturday. Can you believe it? And yes, I am that dog mom. So I have, I have a special for you. No, I shouldn't say I do. Lincoln does, but it's only for a text message, folks. So if this is something that interests you, you're going to want to get on board our text message. And that you'll have to join our text messaging. And that phone number is, it will come up on here on the little pop-up thingy soon. But you need to send a message to this phone number right there, 855-960-3720, to be added to our text message list. Here's the deal. This, you have to hit the word, make the word join put on the message part, and it has to be all in caps. And on the very part where it's the to part, that's the phone number that you put in there. Now, what I did is after I had done it and got myself all hooked up and what have you, I changed it to Saving Dinner so I could see that it was from Saving Dinner, because I get a lot of messages like that. Anyway, it's a good idea. And this is how you're going to get the deal. What else do I have to say? Oh, excuse me. We are celebrating Groundhog Day. I forgot to even say anything about it to you on the actual Groundhog Day. But anytime you purchase anything, we are going to send you an ebook of ground beef. Get it? Not groundhog recipes, but ground beef recipes. And absolutely free, just to say thank you. And Groundhog Day special. What can I say? So just remember that as you're placing your order. Also look in your receipt, because there'll be a little linky for that little funsy thing. Let's see. Inner Circle, short days left. Get on top of that. I know there's still some people out there who've been sitting on the fence. Now it's time to jump in. Go to savingdinner.com/circle to read all about it. And let me just tell you something. You're going to feel a little something going on inside of you. And that's going to be your, little hint that it's time to jump. Okay? Deal on that one. I think that's everything that we have. If not, we will come back to it. I've got questions. How about some answers? You ready? Jama asks, which supplements improve your mood? I'm pretty sure SAMe. Does any of your other supplements improve mood as well? That's a good question. And I will tell you, one of the most underrated supplements on the planet, and I've got another question from Alice on anxiety. And I'm just going to say this, Bio Omega 3X should be in everyone's supplement stash. The reason why is Bio Omega 3X increases circulation, increases brain function, right? And helps with weight loss and a whole bevy of other things. It's a needle mover. And when you consider the fact that we are all omega-3 fatty acid deficient, we get plenty of 6, we get plenty of 9, we don't get enough omega-3 fatty acids. Those are from oily fish, right? Most of us aren't eating a whole bunch of oily fish every week. We eat salmon once a week. We're pretty proud of ourselves. So get on top of this. Get yourself some omega-3 fatty acids. We have that in our Omega 3X. Get that. You will thank me later. This is a game changer. Okay. The other thing that you're going to want to get is, yes, you're going to want to get SAMe. Now remember, this is an antidepressant sold by prescription only in the EU. This is an enzyme that just is amazing for your joints and amazing for your mood. It's a 1-2 punch. I take it absolutely every single morning without fail on an empty stomach. Wouldn't be without it. That will really help a lot. And remember, this stuff, you've got to take it regularly, and you've got to give it a 2-3 week trial, sometimes even a month, to see, does this work for me? I didn't notice SAMe working until 3 weeks in. But I'll tell you, it will not work if you're not consistent. So get your SAMe by the coffee pot and just do it that way. Also, let's see, fish oil, B complex is another one that you need. B complex. This is going to buffer all that cortisol. That really, 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 really helps with your mood, because cortisol just makes us feel crabby. So we want to buffer that out. And we need the B complex anyway, and just helps to buffer out the day, makes us a whole lot more amenable, I think. The other thing that I would definitely put into the equation that doesn't cost you a dime: exercise, a full night's sleep, no night owl nonsense anymore, and meditation. These will move the needle substantially in your life and really help you to create good moods all the time. What do you think of that idea? I think it's a pretty good idea. All right, that should help. Let me know, Jama, if you need any other help with that. Alice says she suffers from major anxiety and takes Lexapro. Due to mix-up at the doctor's office, she won't get any more till Tuesday, which is causing her great anxiety. I take Sleepies every night, and I know some of the ingredients help with anxiety. I also take 5-HTP, selenium, ashwagandha, and some others. My questions are as follows. Can I take Sleepies during the day? Yes, ma'am, you can. If you get tired, just take the 2, as it says on the bottle. If you get tired, just take a little napsy. But yes, this all, especially the passion flower in there, it has so many things in there. The L-tryptophan, they're known to help calm anxiety. It's interesting how, it's just a matter of an overworking brain is what it is when we have all these, this stuff going on. It really helps tremendously. So definitely take your Sleepies. And some other supplements to take would be InflaCrusher, because that a lot of times with anxiety comes inflammation, believe it or not. And that will help quell that and take the anxiety with it. And another thing would be CalMags, definitely an absolute must. Those are all the supplements that I have. And again, I would offer you. Oh, and the other one is probiotics, because they've shown that anxiety issues and a leaky gut are connected. So let's do that, plus the L-glutamine. And remember, you can just take it like this and put it on your teeth and or on your gums and tongue, and it'll make a big, big difference, right? Got that one? Let's see, what else do we have here? The other thing that I wanted to mention is box breathing. That's a technique where you breathe as you count, and do 4. Breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, make a sound, and do it again. Just 4, like you're making a box. Okay, 4, 4, 4, 4. In, out. Or you can even go shh if you want. That also, it helps with the vagus nerve to health as well. So all of that just really, it all ties together, and it'll help a lot with anxiety, especially in the midst of. The other thing would be exercise again. Dopamine, that just flips on the dopamine, that helps with anxiety. And also any kind of meditation also helps with it. And you can do an anti-anxiety type of a meditation. It's just really interesting how your breath centers you, and it really helps with all of that. So those are things that I would definitely do. Kat is asking, hot melt mix. What's the best way to mix a serving? So she's tried all kinds of ways. She gets clumps of sediment after 5 minutes. The clumps that you're getting, by the way, is because in hot melt mix is a little MCT oil, dry MCT oil, which is a carrier, right? It's a carrier oil, and it helps it to get into the cells quicker. We're happy for that, but it is on occasion a pain in the neck. So here's what I do. Number one, I never mix it with ice cold water from the refrigerator, ever. I get it right from the Berkey, and I will put this much water in the bottom of my water bottle, right? Then I'll put my scoop of hot melt mix in there, and then I'll fill up the water bottle all the way, and that's probably about 18 ounces. And I'll give it a big whisk. I use a wire whisk like I was making scrambled eggs or something, and I'll whisk it the best I can. Now, I'll get some clumpies and lumpies and little floaty things, but I just kind of let it. Yeah, it says that you're supposed to drink it after 10 minutes. Well, I don't. I let it kind of fall apart a little bit. I think the reason that they're saying that is because sometimes it'll settle to the bottom and the sediment can be a little tart. That's all the ascorbic acid. And that just makes it like you're going, oh, what's this about? So my strong suggestion is that you do the best that you can with what you got, always, right? But it's just don't go with the cold water and sandwich it in. That's what the thing that really helped and made a difference for me. We got it from our sweet Rena. She says, please, look how cute this is. Please give Linky extra bell peppers with his birthday steak dinner. Probably we will. He loves, how he loves a good bell pepper. I've shared his eating with that. Thanks for all you do to help me with. I've been caramelizing red onions with balsamic and a drop or two of olive oil. It satisfies my craving for salt, which I have to watch. What other things can I do with balsamic vinegar like that? Don't you love balsamic vinegar? Well, you can make some pickled onions, and just put balsamic vinegar and some thin sliced red onions and let it just sit there. Maybe with a little apple cider vinegar as well. Let it just sit there in a little dish on your, put a little salt on there too, and let it sit there, immerse these thin slices of onions. Maybe in a mason jar would be a good idea, and let it just sit there on your countertop for like 10 hours or so, then put it in the refrigerator. Really good in salads, on like burgers, on everything. I mean, anything that you can think of. Oh, that would be good. Here's a piece of fish, put that on there, that kind of a thing. The other thing that I love is balsamic on a steak. Really delicious. You're done with your steak, letting it sit for about 5 minutes, put a little butter on there, and then drizzle just a little bit of balsamic. Delicious. I love balsamic too in any kind of a green. So sometimes I'll make Brussels sprouts, collard greens, sauteed or whatever, and a little balsamic just sprinkled on the end. Very, very delicious. I use it all the time in salad dressing, unless we're sprinting, and then I'm using apple cider vinegar, because I have a really delicious balsamic vinegar that I got from Fresh Pressed Olive Oil Club. I don't know if they've introduced their vinegars yet, but holy moly, y'all, when they do, we'll let you know when they're out, but their vinegars are incredible. But that's another thing, make your own salad dressing and use balsamic. So if you use my hot melt salad dressing, same exact recipe, just substitute out the apple cider vinegar for the balsamic vinegar. And can you believe that? How could I be done already? But apparently I'm done already. All right, well, I'm going to go to the clubhouse with my darling and have a little lunchy. After I change out my sweatshirt, probably. I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for showing up and for being a part of the Daily Dish on a daily basis. The more you share this, by the way, the more I know you care. Can I throw that guilt trip on you? All right, maybe not. Show up tomorrow, though. We're going to tie up our contrast series of this, not that. It's going to be interesting. I hope you're there. Peace be with you. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Check back for new episodes. If you missed the live show, you can always watch the replay. You can find Saving Dinner on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, pinkies up.